Hey guys, this is my first video out of 97 videos that I will create in the future about how to circle the tank around different objects in Left 4 Dead 2 game. To do that, I will create what I call free roaming. In this free roaming, you will not have anything that will bother you while you are circling the tank around different objects. No special infected, no horde, no tanks, and even the bots that follow you, Coach, Rochelle, Alice and Nick, they will not be following you. They will all stay in a safe room so that they will not bother you. And you can respawn the tank at any time you want. Let me show you a sample video just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Here I already created all the cheats that I need for this in order to make this. You can see there are no zombies outside, and even sometimes you might find 1-2 zombies, maybe maximum 4 zombies, but once you kill them, that's it, no more zombies will appear. You can also see here all the 4 bots are inside the safe room. They are not following me because I do not want them to follow me and bother me while I am circling the tank. And now I'm going to respawn the tank, so make sure you point at a very far area from you and then before you respawn the tank, because you do not want to spawn him very close to you and then he will start attacking you right away. Do not worry about the cheats right now. I will explain everything later. Right now I just want to give you an example of what I'm talking about so that you can understand what I will talk about later in this video. And also I have unlimited health, so even if the tank hit me with the rock, it will not count. Like you can see here he got me with the rock. You can see the shotgun disappeared and now I'm standing up again, but I didn't lose any health. And now you can see he hit me again and I'm standing up again and there is no loss in my health. Okay, so now let me show you the things that you are going to need in order to create this free roaming. The first thing you want to do is to enable the developer console on the game itself. This is available on the game options. And then the next thing, you need to turn on the cheats. Now if you do not enable the developer console, you will not be able to turn on the cheats. What I mean by turning on cheats, meaning the ability to use cheats. If you use the cheat but you did not turn on the cheats, it will not work. That's why you need to turn them on. And of course you have to select the map, but selecting the map will be very different from the way you normally select it. You will not go to a single player and click on the single player campaign and select it. No, you have to do it manually through commands. The next step is that you want to freeze the bots that are helping you out in the game. You want to freeze the bots because you do not want them to follow you while you are circling the tank around the different objects, because they will keep bothering you. The next step is to disable zombies and special infected. Because for example, you do not want any special infected to come in while you are busy circling the tank around an object and then that special infected start to attack you. Now the next step is to give yourself unlimited health, and you want to do that especially if this is your first time that you are circling the tank around an object. Make sure first you give yourself unlimited health until you master it, and then you can do it without the unlimited health cheat. Because again, if you are circling a tank around object and you do not have unlimited health and then he's able to get you, like he hit you a couple of times and then you end up going down, you do not want to restart the level again. Why keep wasting a lot of time restarting the level? But with unlimited health, even if he get you, you can always go back again to the location where you were circling him around and continue to circle him again until you master it. The next step is to spawn a tank, but make sure you spawn him far away from you, because as soon as he spawns, he will start to throw rocks most of the time. The final step is to circle the tank around different objects. There are 96 objects that I know of which you can use to circle the tank around. And I will create a video for each one of these objects, and then of course I will explain to you how you can keep circling the tank around that object. But this of course will start from the second video, not from this video. This first video is all about the cheats that you will need to create the free roaming. The first thing you want to do is to enable the developer console. To do that, you will on the main menu go to options and then select keyboard and mouse. Then select allow developer console and click enable so that you can enable it. Then you click done to finish. The next step is to turn on the cheat for the game. On the main menu of the game, just press the key under the escape key. Here are the two symbols on the key that you have to press. Now, once you press it, you should see the following on the screen. You can see here this window popped up and it have a text box at the bottom and there is a button on the right. This is the text box where you will be putting the cheats for the rest of the steps. Also, this is the text box that you will use in order to select the maps. Remember, you will have to select the maps manually by typing the map name inside the text box if you're planning to work with cheats. You cannot use cheats and then you go and you start a single mode campaign or online. It's not going to work. You have to start the maps manually in order for the cheats to work, and we will do it through this text box. To turn on the ability to use cheats, you will just type this in the text box and then press the button on the right side. Also, there is a space between the word cheats and the number 1, so make sure you type space between them, otherwise it will not work. Once you press the button on the side, it will activate the cheats so that you can use them. Now you can type cheats and use them. The next step is that you will select a map, but since you are going to do it manually, it will be very different. Here is an example of how the maps will look like, the map names. It will be a little bit hard to memorize the names of the maps. As you can see here, these two are the maps for the Dead Center campaign, the second map, and the other one is the final map in the Dark Carnival. That's why we will use this command to list all the maps so that we can select any of them. So we will type maps and then you leave a space and then type that symbol in the text box. Then press the button on the right. You should now see the list of all maps. Of course, I'm not going to show all the maps because there are too many of them, but this is an example for you. I highlighted the map names in red color, so do not worry about the word pending or the FS, whatever that is, don't care about it. Just worry about whatever in red. The first map is actually the first map in the Swamp Fever campaign. And you can see the map where it says C4M1. This is the first map of the Hard Rain campaign. Let's say, for example, I want to select the second map of the Dead Center. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to type the word map and then I'm going to leave a space and then put the name of the map next to it. As you can see here, this is the name of the map of the second map of the Dead Center campaign. And again, you can always list all the map names by using the earlier cheat that I talked to you about, and leave space between the word map and the name of the map. Now, once you're done, just press the button on the right side. It should start the map. You can see the map loaded, but I still have to do other stuff before I go out. We want to freeze the bots and disable the zombies as well as special infected so that they do not bother us. And we also want to give ourselves unlimited health because you do not want the tank to get you and then you will keep restarting the level. Remember, you are new and you can easily make a lot of mistakes that will make the tank kill you. So you do not want to keep restarting the level until you master this. So let's put all the 3 cheats for these 3 things at one shot. On your keyboard, press the button that is under the escape button. Here are the 2 symbols that are on it. You can see them here on the screen. Just press that button. After you press it, you should see this window popping up on your screen. The next thing you want to do is to type each one of these 3 cheats one by one by themselves. Do not put them all at the same time. You have to do them one by one. The first cheat is responsible for freezing the bots so that they do not keep following you. So you will type this cheat in the text box. You will type SCP_stop and then you have to make space and then type 1. So be careful, there is a space between the word stop and 1. Then you will click the send button on the right side. This will activate your first cheat. You will then do the same thing for the other two. You will type the second one in the text box, and then you will press the button on the right side, the send button, to activate the cheat. Also, the cheat where it says God 1, there is a space between the word God and number 1, so make sure you leave a space, otherwise it will not work. The last one, it will give you unlimited health, and the middle one, it will actually stop the horde, special infected tanks and zombies from coming. Now, the tanks that this cheat will stop are not the tanks that you will spawn by yourself manually using a cheat. No, this cheat, it will stop the tanks that will come randomly out of nowhere, that are created by the game itself. But the tanks that you will spawn manually using the cheat, it will not have any effect on them. I'm just letting you know this so that you do not get confused. There is something that you need to know about the first cheat here. You look at the first cheat, SCP_stop1. If you want to turn off this cheat, just put 0 instead of 1. Just put the number 0. Sometimes you do have to stop this cheat in order to continue the level. For example, the last level in the Dead Center campaign, you will not be able to go down the elevator unless everyone is inside the elevator before you go down. So if you freeze the bots inside the safe room and they do not leave it, then you go to the elevator by yourself and then you press the button, it's not going to work. That's why you will need to stop this cheat so that the bots will start to follow you again in the elevator. Then you can start the elevator and go down. Dead Center is not the only one. There are also other campaigns that have events similar to Dead Center, and you will not be able to bypass any of these events unless all the bots are with you. That's why you will have to disable this cheat at some time while you're playing the game. The final thing you want to do is to spawn the tank so that you can circle him around the object. First, point to the area where you want to respawn the tank at. Then press the key under the escape key on your keyboard. Here are the two symbols on the key that you will have to press. You should see something like this on the screen. Just make sure you type this cheat in and then press the button on the right side. As soon as you do that, you will have the tank respawn right in front of you, and then he will start attacking you. Okay guys, here I want to show you a few more cheats that you can see here on the screen. The first cheat is going to give you ammo. And the reason you want to get ammo, it's because you do not want to waste a lot of time running to the safe room to get ammo after you finished one of the tanks. Now, I do not know about the cheat that will give you unlimited ammo, so I cannot help you with that. You can search Google for it if you want. Like for example, you just ran to the middle of the level and you respawn a tank in the middle of the level and you finished him off, and it took up most of your ammo. Why would you run back to the safe room again and get ammo and then come back again to the middle of the level so that you can spawn another one? The other cheats are going to give you weapons. You can see here I listed all of them for you on the screen. Now you can watch my second video, which it's going to be actually the first video where I'm going to start showing you the objects that you can circle the tank around. And please guys, I want to remind you, please don't forget to rate this video. And I'm going to put here the link for my YouTube channel. You can always come in. I have more videos about this game as well as other games.